In today's video, I'm going to be doing some fairly radical pruning. I'm going to be getting rid of suckers, and I'm also going to be trying my hand at propagation, because each of these trees, well, when they're tiny, that sort of size, is about €3. That's quite a lot of money. So if I can grow my own, that'd be a bonus. One thing that olive trees really like to do is to throw up suckers and shoots. And this is slightly annoying because it diverts the energy into new growth rather than into the olives. Where I've got a nice heel like this, I'm shoving them into the ground. I'll show you a bit later on. And with any luck, a few of them, no, I don't think all of them, but a few of them are going to actually root. And that'd be jolly good news. This olive tree is not doing as well as it should. You can see that it's got big suckers that have come up, and actually they are producing pretty well. You can see some olives on there, and I'm planning on picking these, and they'll be eating olives. But meanwhile, I think that the best course of action is to take this down. Apart from anything else, it's not really doing anything, but also it's excellent firewood, and then give these the chance to take all the energy from the roots to hopefully become really productive. Sometimes, you know, trees just get to their end of life stage, and I think that that is the case with this one. So, chainsaw time. What are you doing? Number 3. So that, and it really does smell absolutely wonderful, the olive. Really nice dense wood. Now I'm just going to leave 2 or 3 of these stems, and obviously having olives on them, it's showing me which ones are pretty productive and which ones are less productive. So we'll take out the ones that are doing less. I don't want to give it too much of a shock, however. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this one. I think it'll probably come back pretty strong. I'm going to take this one out here because it's been shaded by the others. The sun, of course, coming over here, and the ones at the back don't get as much sun. Wow, not a bad haul. Wheelbarrow and a half, maybe 2 wheelbarrows of lovely logs. Obviously they've got to dry out for a bit because the tree was alive. But yeah, let's go have a look and see at this one up here. Now this one is extremely congested and not really doing a lot. And what I think I'm probably going to do with this one is take out all of the suckers, and then the energy will go into the main tree. Right, chainsaw out again, I guess. I hadn't done this one before, or very sadly overgrown, because of course bees and power tools don't really mix. But since we don't have bees anymore, or at least not at the moment, it's pretty safe today. A little safety tip for chainsaws, I have mentioned it before, but it's really worthwhile repeating. These are dangerous things. You want to keep them really sharp. That's safety tip number 1. The other one is this brake. It's designed so that if it kicks back, it stops the blade. And that's great. But there's another thing you should do. Every single time that you finish a cut, or every single time you reposition, just click it forward, stop the blade. That way, if it does fall over, if you do trip, if you grab the throttle, it's not going to have a spinning blade to cut you. And it's just a question of giving it a squeeze and then back into the cut. Okay, it's not got a particularly great shape, but I'm going to leave that until next year to prune it further. Don't want to be too cruel to it. So there we go, that's 2 olive trees done, and really I've got to go around and do the rest of the olive trees all over the quinta, and they're all suckering up from the roots, so I've really got to get rid of those. But I think that's going to be the bill hook, because it's a little bit well, more peaceful to use. What are you doing, my little girl? Are you alright? Teddy bear. Some of the suckers I've managed to pull off. You can see here they've actually got roots. So what I'm doing, and you may well be able to see behind me, is I'm poking them into the ground. We've got water coming down the hill pretty constantly there, and with any luck I'll have a little thicket. I mean, they're not all going to survive, but a little thicket of olive trees that I can dig up in the spring, pot on, and then this time next year I can get them in the ground. Well, here we are, right at the end of November, and still in a t-shirt. Hasn't always been this, well, not all month anyway, this warm. We have had some cold spells, but my goodness me, when the sun comes out and you're doing a bit of work, it really does warm up fast. So I think you can probably guess what my day is going to be. I'm going to be going around and trimming off the suckers from these wonderful olive trees. I hope you enjoyed this little walk around McKinter. Thanks for coming on the journey as ever, and I'll see you next time. And that's a beautiful one. Look at those roots. Right, get these in the ground as fast as possible because you don't want to dry out. But yeah, that's a definite candidate for being a tree that will be planted next year. How successful do you think I'm going to be with that propagation? Do let me know in the comments, especially if you've got any, thank you very much, especially if you've got any experience of propagating olives in this manner. I'll be really interested to hear.